Get ready for an exclusive look at secret photos revealed by Donald Trump that shed new light on the history of the United States of America. In this video, we dive into these never-before-seen images, exploring their significance and the surprising stories they tell about key moments in American history. Don't miss this chance to uncover hidden pieces of the past. St. Kilda's people faced isolation, food shortages, and disease. Many sought evacuation, and by 1930, the island was abandoned, ending centuries of tradition. This man was tarred and feathered, a cruel punishment from the past. Hot tar burned the skin, feathers added humiliation, and the pain was unimaginable. It's a brutal reminder of how far people would go to shame someone. This is a patient just 10 days after undergoing a lobotomy performed by Dr. Walter Freeman in 1942. Lobotomies were once seen as a revolutionary treatment for mental illness, but the results were often tragic, leaving patients like this with profound physical and emotional changes. Tourist in their car at the Grand Canyon, Arizona, 1914. Early road trips meeting timeless views. This scene from Waterloo Road in South London, around 1905, features a horse-drawn coal cart alongside a young boy with a small cart pulled by goats. It provides a fascinating look at daily life and trade in the early 20th century. This photo was taken in Damascus in 1899. The dwarf is Samir. He cannot walk. The one who carries him on his back is Muhammad. He is blind. Muhammad relies on Samir to tell him where to go, and Samir uses his friend's back to navigate the city streets. This photo from 1936 shows a man restoring a Viking runestone in Västergötland, Sweden. The stone features intricate carvings and runic inscriptions, reflecting the rich cultural history of the Viking Age. Let me know if you'd like further insights. Adrian Carton de Wyatt survived 3 wars and 2 plane crashes. He was shot in the face, head, stomach, ankle, leg, hip, ear, and eye. 1943. In 1899, one of the first underwater portraits was taken. Workers trimming the world's tallest yew hedge. It was planted in 1720 by the first Earl of Bathurst. Bathurst Estate, Cotswolds, England, 1962. Edward Llewellyn, with the world record Black Sea base, 425 pounds/192 kilograms. He caught off Catalina Island, California, 1903. By 1936, the Great Depression had left millions unemployed, despite FDR's New Deal programs. The Dust Bowl worsened conditions, forcing many to migrate west. However, signs of recovery appeared as industrial production rose and unemployment declined. Roosevelt's re-election confirmed support for government intervention. 3,000 men who were part of the construction of the Chase Manhattan Bank pose for a photo during the construction work. August 1964. In 1885, workers raced to complete the statue's pedestal in New York. Funded by public donations, it was crucial for the monument's grand assembly. The first airmail flight in Canada took place on June 24, 1918. 15 days later, on the 9th of July, the second airmail flight, and the first in Western Canada, occurred between Calgary and Edmonton. The Custom House gets its clock painted. Boston, 1976. The Hand of Ax. Ray technicians caused by constant exposure to radiation. London, 1900. John Rogan, born in Tennessee, grew to 8 feet 9 inches due to gigantism, becoming the second tallest person in history. Unable to walk, he used a goat-pulled cart and earned a living selling portraits. Are you enjoying the video so far? Which photo has caught your attention the most? Have you seen any of these images before, or is this your first time discovering them? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. Roman surgical instruments, surprisingly similar to modern medical tools. The skull of the double-headed boy of Bengal, who who died at age 4 in 1787 from a snake bite, has been carefully preserved. A cutaneous horn is a rare skin growth made of keratin. Often linked to sun exposure, it can be benign or cancerous, requiring medical evaluation. Dr. Fukushi Masaichi, 1878 to 1956, curated the only known collection of tattoos from the dead, preserving tattoos from bodies, often of prisoners, offering a rare look into a hidden aspect of Japanese culture. In the 1930s, opium dens in Beijing were hidden spots where many older people smoked opium, a highly addictive drug. It was part of life for some, deeply affecting Chinese society and traditions. Fallbeil, the German guillotine. Executioner Franz Xaver prepares for Matthias Kneißl in Augsburg, 1902. This execution method, a German version of the guillotine, was used for swift and public executions during that time. Mother embraces son, 1953. Moments after he escaped from a North Korean POW camp. This emotional reunion captured the intense relief and love after years of hardship, symbolizing the pain and resilience of families torn apart during the Korean War. Auto body punch press, 1940s. This machine shaped and cut metal parts for cars, revolutionizing mass production and speeding up assembly during the automotive boom. This historical photograph depicts two men subjected to a form of punishment or torture, standing on weighted cannonballs while being restrained by a wooden beam. Patrons of Cabaret de l'Enfer, Paris. Founded in 1892, this Cabaret from Hell-themed restaurant was known for its dark and dramatic atmosphere, drawing crowds with its unique blend of entertainment and spooky ambience. Here's John Rogan again. Unable to walk, he used a cart pulled by goats to get around. Gallatin, Tennessee, 1900. Despite his challenges, John displayed resilience, using this inventive solution to maintain his independence, transporting wounded aboard a tank. During the intense Tet Offensive, tanks became vital for moving injured soldiers in the midst of heavy combat, offering both protection and mobility in a chaotic battlefield. Before penicillin, syphilis was a deadly disease. In the early 1900s, treatment options were limited, making it a major health threat. Gino Franceschini, from New York City, was 5 feet 6 and 1/4 inches tall, but needed to be 5 feet 7 inches to become a fireman. In 1941, he created a neck stretcher to try and meet the height requirement, but it didn't work. This 1867 photo shows a woman with leprosy, known as elephantiasis des Grecs. In 1871, it was discovered to be caused by a bacterium. Keloid scars formed after severe burns from the Hiroshima bomb in 1945. These thick, raised scars were a result of the intense heat, marking the lasting physical effects of the devastating blast. World War I hospital train. A British Red Cross train with nurses and doctors, transporting wounded soldiers to the coast for further treatment and travel. U.S. Army doctor performing surgery in an underground room, Bougainville Island, 1943. This was a vital setup during World War II, providing essential medical care in a hidden and protected environment amidst the intense fighting. Harry Gardner, the human fly, performing a daring stunt by hanging from the 24th floor of Hotel McAlpin in New York City, 1922. Famous for his fearless skyscraper climbs, he amazed onlookers with his high-risk feats. Alcohol Barrel Tower, set to be destroyed during Prohibition in 1929. This tower, filled with barrels of alcohol, symbolized the height of illegal liquor production and the government's efforts to enforce prohibition laws. Anna Coleman Ladd, an American sculptor, used her skills to design prosthetics for disfigured World War I soldiers. Her work helped restore both the physical appearance and dignity of those severely injured during the war. Engineering achievement that would eventually connect Manhattan and Brooklyn, becoming a symbol of the city's growth and innovation.
Welcome to Lost Media Vault. If you are a curious person who loves history and fame, You are in the right place. Enjoy the video, be sure to subscribe and watch all the videos on the channel.